Today's horoscope from Astrocademy, Aries, April 23, 2025. You're inclined to gain an advantage on a mental level today, as you now recognize what was standing in your way. Communication and learning endeavors are appealing and successful. This might also be a time to commit to a home or family project. The ability to see things more realistically feels right and also empowering. Meeting your responsibilities is important to you right now, and it also helps you feel more confident and mature. You may feel aligned with or supported by a significant person in your life. Work done now can be especially fruitful down the road. Reality has a way of making itself known today, and although it might be surprising for a moment, it ultimately makes you feel stronger. A responsibility to family might surface today that you're ready to fulfill. Of all the zodiac signs, you're the most likely to engage in a quick hookup. This fiery, feisty temperament runs through you to your core. Today is promising sizzling and sultry cosmic weather, so prepare to see heart eyes. As sweet Venus, our goddess planet of attraction and pleasure, links to electric Uranus, you'll be ready for spontaneity and spice. When it comes to your romantic life, this would be a great day to experiment beneath the sheets with your lover or even book a hotel to get naughty. Just be safe and don't get caught doing anything you shouldn't in the hot tub. Personal matters trump professional ambition. You might become confined to your personal life once Saturn in Pisces conjuncts the North Node in Pisces and opposes the South Node in Virgo. The fateful cosmic energy suggests that it is time for you to shift gears in your schedule. Personal goals, obligations, and more may take precedence over whatever is happening in your career path. It might be initially challenging, especially if you do not want to change your routine. However, you might be overdue for restructuring your work and life balance. Your need to feel needed and useful gives you the drive to work tirelessly to meet your goals or the goals of others. This is an admirable quality intensely favored by our modern society, but step back and take a realistic look at what it's doing to your body. Are you putting off exercise in order to work more? Are you skipping meals or eating poorly due to the work schedule you keep? Make your work ethic a real virtue. And remind yourself when it's time to quit. This can be a really fun day for you. If things have been stressing you or getting you down, get ready to feel much better. It can be almost impossible to get through an entire day without smiling and laughing when there is a vibration in the air. Don't dwell on things. Get yourself going and see what you can get into. Being active and social is probably just what you need to get back on your feet, if need be. Mars only returned to your sector of adventure, travel, learning, and discovery 3 days ago, but he has spent them all at a friendly aspect to Neptune, less than a month after the planet of hopes and dreams returned to a playful and creative part of your chart for the first time in 150 years. With the Sun in his first full day in your work sector and the stars already starting to align on the job and career fronts, this brings you to the dawn of a powerful few months on both sides of life's fence. With neither side backing down anytime soon, it is all about knowing when to keep your work hat on and when to take it off. 3 days after Mars returned to an adventurous part of your chart, he is just starting to separate from a free NDLY aspect to Neptune in your romantic sector, something that has brought the planets of passion and dreams as well as a mix of romance, passion, and adventure together. With Venus, the planet of love, just 10 days away from her return to your romantic sector, this is just a taste of things to come over the next 2 months. Aries, your courage is quiet today, but no less fierce. Your quote of the day: true strength is steady, not loud. Your color of the day is rust orange, bold and grounded. Lucky numbers: 1, 5, 18. You're being called to act from calm confidence rather than urgency. A small gesture can ripple into something meaningful. Trust that not all progress looks dramatic. Someone notices your steadiness more than you realize. Our eyes in the sky. Let's lean into the energy of April 23, 2025 together. Whether you've come here looking for clarity, connection, or just a moment of reflection, trust that you're in the right place at the right time. Today's reading holds a unique rhythm, one that speaks to transformation, choice, and the quiet strength of showing up for yourself, no matter what season of life you're in. The first card that came through today is the Death card, and before we go any further, take a breath. This card isn't about literal endings, it's about deep and necessary transformation. Think of it as clearing space, much like pruning a tree. You remove what's no longer growing so new life has room to bloom. Maybe you've been outgrowing something lately, a habit, a mindset, a role you once felt comfortable in. That discomfort you're feeling? It's not failure. It's growth. And it's okay if that growth is a little messy. Have you ever rearranged a room and suddenly realized how much clutter you'd been ignoring? That's what this card does. It asks you to clear emotional or energetic clutter so you can breathe again. Next, we have the Page of Pentacles, a fresh start wrapped in curiosity and grounded intention. This is the student card, the one who's ready to learn, to begin again, to get their hands dirty and build something from the ground up. If you've been thinking about starting something new, a project, a healthier routine, a shift in how you spend your time, this card is that little green light telling you to go for it. You don't have to be an expert. You just have to begin. There's something incredibly hopeful about being at the start of something, even if it feels uncertain. Remember that every master was once a beginner. The third card in our reading is the Lovers. This is a card of choices, yes, but more deeply, it's about alignment with people, paths, and parts of yourself. It asks, are you making decisions that honor your truth? Are you choosing what you want, or what others expect from you? Maybe there's a relationship in your life that's evolving, be it romantic, platonic, or even your relationship with yourself. This card invites you to connect from the heart, not just the head. And when it comes to choices today, let love not fear guide you. The Seven of Wands shows up next, reminding you that you've come farther than you give yourself credit for. This card is about standing your ground and protecting your progress. Think about those moments where you had to hold your own when it would have been easier to just give in. Maybe you're in one of those moments now, feeling like you have to constantly defend your boundaries, your time, your energy. This card tells you that your stance is valid. You don't have to explain your growth to people who aren't willing to see it. You've worked hard to get here, and that's worth protecting. And finally, the Sun makes a glowing appearance, a beacon of warmth, clarity, and optimism. This card is a reminder that joy is not just a reward at the end of the tunnel. It can be found along the way, even in the smallest moments. Maybe it's laughing unexpectedly. Maybe it's the way sunlight hit your coffee this morning, or a message from someone you didn't know you needed to hear from. The Sun says, you are allowed to feel good. You are allowed to hope. You are allowed to experience joy even when everything isn't perfect. And today, that light is shining directly on you. So, as we weave all of this together, Death, Page of Pentacles, the Lovers, Seven of Wands, and the Sun, we see a journey from transformation into Ntayan, from aligned choices into bold self-trust, all leading to joy that you didn't have to earn, but simply remember you're worthy of. You might be at the beginning of a new chapter, or in the middle of a tough decision, or maybe just learning how to stay open in uncertain times. Wherever you are, know this: you are not behind. You are not too late. You are exactly where you need to be. If something in this reading landed with you today, I'd love to hear from you. Are you in a season of starting fresh? Are you feeling the weight of transformation? Or maybe you've had a small joy that reminded you that life can still be sweet. Share your story in the comments. Let's build a space where we remind each other we're not alone on this path. And no matter what today brings, take a moment to celebrate how far you've come. You've made it through every day before this one, and that's no small thing. Keep going, something beautiful is unfolding, and you're part of it.